Hey y'all, I'm sitting here in Springfield, Missouri at the hotel here. Has a little kitchenette in it, which is really nice. I've been able to cook for the past few days. The Pearl's in the shop getting the body work done from that jack wagon backing into me. And man, we're already up to, without my pay for being down and all that, we're already past $6,000 in damage. But you know, the graphics are going to be changed on the driver's side just a little. I mean, still going to have the purple stripe, but the girl's going to be changed. Well, hey Gary, how you doing, sweetheart? I'm doing great. Hey. Let me see. Hi, how are you doing, Miss Mother Trucker? Miss Mother Trucker is doing great. Oh, y'all like my pajamas? I can't hardly do this in the truck. See my little PJs? They make me look fat, but oh my God, y'all, they are so comfortable. And with winter coming up, they're going to be absolutely lovely. Hey Donna, how you doing? Let me see, hey, what's going on? Okay, I'll tell y'all what's going on. You're in Virginia. Hey, weather good there? And my new nails. Got my nails done while I was here. I needed a fill and I had a couple broken ones. I mean, these things are like claws. Loving them. So anyway, yeah, I'm here. I'm also processing in. I'm no longer working at Prime. My Prime days are done. Y'all, it was so weird when I went to the Prime app, turned it on, and I'll show y'all what I got. After 4 years, it was bizarre to get this. I took a picture of it because, let me see. Yeah, I was going through and because I'm always so used to checking that damn app. That's what came up. No longer working at Prime. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Donna. I do too. I love these nails. Wait 6.5 hours today at U.S. Foods. Oh, Jesus. Hans, that sucks. Yeah, I will be, well, hello, Charles. How you doing, sweetheart? I will be moving to Alaska in the spring. I've talked to my new boss, which, is awesome. The company I've leased on to, these people are incredible. They're kind. I mean, they got like, I think over 100 trucks, but they know exactly who we are. They know all the truckers' names. Their company's growing. They're awesome. I absolutely love the new company. I haven't had to do anything. It's like when my truck went to go into the body shop, the guy said, okay, it'll be done on Wednesday, which is today. And I went in Monday to talk to the graphics people. Okay, let me see, Hans, setting in America. Oh my God. Colorado. Been there for, yeah. The trucker from Indianapolis. Okay, rock. So anyway, I'm sitting there. I went over to the graphics place and I said, hey, when are you going to be able to do this? And I want the new girl on the side. I still have Betty Page on the passenger side. And, well, I'll show you who's on the other side. You guys want to see the picture of the person on the other side? And anyway, so the graphics are changed a little on that side. But that's the new girl on the other side. Can anyone tell me who that is? Anyone know who that is? Right there. Did you pay off the truck? No, the truck's not paid off. I still have a loan on the truck. But anyway, so I put my truck in the shop, and they turn around, and the graphics place says it's going to take, how long did they say? They won't be able to get it in until next Tuesday. And I swear, not even the girls could get me in early. So I'm like, well, okay. I mean, I'm not going to run down the street naked trying to get my truck in early. So, the people at my new job, one of the vice president of the company calls up, and they're getting her in. They got her in today. She might be ready by Friday. So, I mean, they really get involved in all aspects of their company. They're really helpful with the people. And it's like also, they were talking about the owner of the company. This is the owner. He goes, we're sitting there in a meeting, and he said, if you get a load, because you know how sometimes we don't have our load from the week before, cuts off right on payday, and then you get a load, and then you get another load that's really high paying, but it doesn't go until the day after payday cut off. Some people will turn that load down because they want a better paycheck. They need more money in their check. What the owner of the company said, he goes, don't turn it down. He goes, if I have to give you an advance on your next check, because it all eventually comes to you anyway. He goes, I'll give it to you. Don't turn down good freight because I want you to make that money. So, I mean, he's just really, really driver-centric like Prime used to be. And I have nothing bad to say about Prime. Prime's done a lot for me. I love Prime. I have nothing but good to say about Prime. I think they are a great starting company. I loved my dispatcher, loved my payroll lady, loved all the support at Prime. They are an absolute awesome company. This is just my next step. And in this company, I'll be hauling Prime Freight until spring. And, for this company, because they haul for Carlisle, like for Ice Road Truckers. They haul for Prime, that they do a lot. There are some of their drivers in Alaska doing teams from Alaska to Canada, turnarounds. I think it's 1,000 miles round trip. They do that twice a week. How much do you think each driver takes home? We're not talking like how much do they gross to the truck. How much, give me some guesses, how much you think, if they're hazmat loads, how much do you, and it's not dynamite, how much do you think these drivers take home a week each? Take a wild guess. Because trust me, it's going to blow your mind. It is insane. And they do it each and every week. Because it's a dedicated run. So it's the same check each and every week. My dad founded a company called Meeker Trucking out of Livermore, Indiana. But they are out 3 weeks. Yeah, this for this dedicated run I'm talking about, they're home. If they live in Fairbanks, they're home. What is it? Twice a week. So they take home each over $10,000 a week as their take home each. The truck brings in $33,000 in revenue a week, every single week. Now you tell me that ain't some good damn duckies, y'all. Now I'm not interested in doing hazmat. I'm going to be doing reefer up in Alaska. They started a new reefer division with my company in Alaska, so that's why I'm able to use the Pearl up there in my truck. They have a couple really nicely decked out trucks up there for a few people that might want to either do the haul road or do the reefer division. Now, if you're doing the haul road, you're going to be at least taking home $5,000 or more a week. If you are interested in doing reefer, it's paying really well. You're going to take home around $3,500 to $5,000 a week. So, you know, it's up to y'all. I mean, the money's there to be made. The adventures are there. And let me tell you, Alaska is everything wonderful, especially if you're an outdoors person, if you're a hunter, if you like skiing, you like hiking, you like photography, you like fishing. It's the ultimate in every way, y'all. So it's something y'all might want to think about. Because I'm telling you, this new company is the bomb diggity. Y'all would love it. The company is BLC. And the recruiter's name, if y'all want to know, is Quaid. Real sweet guy. And I mean, it's just nice. Everybody's nice. Oh, there's my favorite and only moderator. Well, you need to get a new license from... I'm flying down in December to get my license in Alaska. And I'm probably going to get on one of the trucks going on the haul road, you know, the ice roads. While I'm down there to film it for y'all, show y'all what it's about. And then, of course, we got the reefer division. So I'm going to try to film the Northern Lights and different things while I'm down there to share with y'all. But no, you don't have to switch your license to Alaska. But I want to because there's no state income tax. And also there's a lot of grants and benefits if you're an Alaska citizen. Permanent fund dividend checks that you get every year. This year was $1,700. I think last year was $3,800. It just kind of depends. Okay, let me see. Okay, the recruiter's number is 417-633-1996. And that's the BLC for BLC. You can tell them I sent you. I haven't been there long enough to qualify for a bonus or anything. It's not that much. But you know me, I could have qualified for big bonuses over at Prime. But when I didn't feel that it was right to come or something, or the money wasn't there, I told y'all, I give a shit about those damn bonuses. But it's Quinn is the name of the recruiter, but he also does a lot of your intake and stuff like that, your orientation, along with the owner and along with the Vice President Roy. Okay, that number again is 417-633-1996. And y'all, okay, you know, Prime gives us 72% of our haul to haul Prime Freight. For us to haul Prime Freight for them, we get 90%. And we get 100% of our fuel surcharge. We get 100% of our detention. All of that, all the extras, we get 100% of. Because Prime, it takes percentages of your fuel surcharge and all that. But like I say, Prime is an awesome company. I'm not slamming Prime. Don't take this. I know it's been slow at Prime and a lot of people are hating on Prime. This ain't that kind of video. I'm no longer there. I don't have to say a good thing about Prime. I didn't when I was there. And when I said, hey, I thought this was real shitty on Prime's part, They never said anything. They've never told me, well, yes, they did tell me a couple times about a video. But it was more like, well, you were filming while you were driving, although we let other drivers do it, but we're not going to let you do it, Mother Trucker. I thought that was a little bit of bullshit. You know, there was a little bit of favoritism going on there. But that wasn't on the recruiting end. That was not recruiting, but that wasn't on my dispatcher. That was not on my payroll lady or anything. That was in the safety department. But the people in safety have always been good to me too. So, like I said, there's just nothing bad to say. Didn't they cover you over that rude person you didn't like because of his attitude? Oh, no, it wasn't safety, and it wasn't a rude person. Are you talking about the student I kicked off my truck that was mentally deranged and dangerous? No, my dispatcher looked out for me, and the head of that department, Chris, he looked out for me. Yes, let me tell you, I love Prime for what Prime literally changed my life at a very low point during COVID, when I had to close up my company, lay off my employees, because the governor shut us down for being non-essential. But this thing just didn't want to stay up, does it? Y'all, put on my hoodie, y'all. It's got a little panda hood. It's so cute. See? Loving my pajamas. They are just too precious. But, so, hey, can y'all give me a like? I got quite a few people in here just all at the same time. Y'all just hit that like button. And if you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. And I'm sorry I'm not wearing makeup and stuff. I just, y'all, I got a little bit of mascara on, a little bit of lip. That's it. I was feeling too lazy. It's just been a lot with getting my truck repaired, changing from, thank you, sweetheart, changing from one company to another. Even though I'm very happy with the company I'm going to, they are very, and get this, y'all, I didn't want to rent a car because my truck's in the shop. They gave me a semi to use as just a drive-around vehicle in Springfield. You know, where I didn't have to rent a car. And I could have stayed in it, but, you know, no. I'll stay in my own. Oh, but they're Cascadias, y'all. They got some Cascadias. They got some Kenworths. They got Peterbilts. Let me see. Just wanted to let you know I'm new to the channel and I like what I... Oh, well, Toby, that's real sweet. I'm glad. Welcome to the channel. Everybody welcome them. Does BLC use ELD? Well, yeah, everyone uses ELDs, electronic logs. What we use is modem. That's what we use. And it's on my tablet too. And but we still have the Qualcomm in our truck, but we just kind of put it away. It's used like a tracking device. Did you know I was curious? Did you know I was curious? You're curious. What are you curious about? About the ELDs? Yeah, the electronic logs. Yeah, we use them. But ours are modem. And I've looked at it online. It's a little confusing, but only because I'm not used to it. You know, I've used only ever the Qualcomm. And, of course, that new tablet that they have coming in to Prime. So, you know, there's that. And then, no, like I said, everyone's mellow. No one, like, Rob Lowe was a real sweet, nice guy. You could approach him in the Millennium. He was always available to the drivers. But now management, I mean, even though he's still there, he has put in place a new day-to-day guy. Prime's just not the same company. It doesn't have the same feel as it had. These guys, make trucks use photos or tablets in their BLDs. Yeah, I like the tablet. So I just got to see, I'm going to use this tablet that I have right here as my ELD. Because I like that it's big, and you know, I can just put on duty and then put the tablet away, and then when I come in, go off duty or fueling or, you know, whatever my status is. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, everything, you know, I'm one of those people, I love an adventure, but I'm not always into a lot of change. Like when I'm not a job hopper. I don't go from one job to another. That's not where I look for things. I look for adventures and stuff, like going places, doing things, moving different places, stuff like that. But when it comes to my job, I like having the same job. And the thing I like about working for VLC, leasing on to them, is they have so many different things you can do. And so many different places you can truck. And I mean, really good financial opportunities. So that's what I'm really digging. I can't wait to see you make videos in Alaska. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. And I already know a lot of things. I'm going to go out to Chena Hot Springs when I'm out there. But mostly, you know, we're going to do trucking videos, and we're going to interview some of the truckers that are already out there driving for BLC and maybe a couple of the other companies to give you guys a flavor. And then I'm going to try filming the Northern Lights. If I can hit a hockey game, I'm going to go to a hockey game. Things that I know is there to do during the winter. They got the Ice Hotel and Bar, where you can go in, and they build it every year. It's got chandeliers, everything, and it's built out of ice every year. And with me going in December, it'll be up and functioning. So do a lot. I am going to do a live stream from Alaska, definitely, because you know, I'm going to be up there on a Wednesday, so I got to do my live stream for y'all in Alaska. Let me see. Good evening, Miss Mother Trucker. IH guy. Hey, how you doing, sweetheart? What's wrong with the truck? Well, remember someone hit my truck, backed into my truck a couple weeks ago? She's in the shop getting fixed. They had to take off the graphics on the driver's side where he hit, and then they've had to repair it. That repair's been done. The new company, they've been handling everything. They spoil their drivers, honestly. Your audio is a little staticky. I'm sorry, sweetheart. Is the audio staticky for everyone? I'm at the, what is this place called? The Candlewood Suites or something like that. I'm using their internet, but without their internet, it's even worse. Okay, let me see. That was crazy. But yeah, I'm looking really forward to, sorry y'all, my eyes are bothering me. My allergies have been, I don't know about y'all, my allergies have really been kicking my ass this year. Just stomping me into the ground. I mean, I'm like over it. Sorry guys, I should have worn makeup today. I am so sorry, you guys. I should have put a little more into myself for you guys, but child, I am so lazy. Y'all just don't know. I think I'm one of those people when I have this big of life-changing thing is switching from one company to another. That's big for me. You know, Prime's the only company I've ever driven for, and then I've come over to BLC. And I started talking to BLC 2 years ago. I was researching several companies, and they had everything I wanted. They had all of the things that I was looking for in a new company. And the time was right, I was ready, and I decided to jump. And the timing's really perfect because they're just starting the reefer division in Alaska. So and I don't want to go up there before the spring. I don't want to start during a winter season. So I will probably head up there around April time frame and start driving up there then, and just, because I've got to get down there. I've got to put heaters on my DEF tanks, heaters on my oil, engine block heaters, transmission heaters. Oh God, what else do you put on? Heaters go on everything, and then you plug your truck in when you're not running. I've also got to put one of those bras on the front of my truck in the front where the grill is. You got to put something up there that you can close up during the winter. That way it keeps the heat in your truck. There's just a lot of different things. I believe, the air tanks that you let air out of. I believe I got to put heaters on those. And what they are is like, you remember the heating pads that we used to have for the water beds? They're like that. Because I used to have to put them on my trucks, my pickup trucks and my Ford Excursion and stuff when I lived in Alaska and on my Jeep. And all the stores that you go to have plug-ins. I have 3 months and 1 week till you're 16, 18 or 16. Well, you should not be on, even though we're not doing anything inappropriate on this channel, this is for adults. So you might want to log out. But, happy future birthday. But, yeah, sorry, sweetie. You are too young to be on my channel. Moderator, take care of that. Yeah, I'm sorry, sweetheart. We can't, I put this as for only people that are adults. Not that, like I said, we don't do anything on this channel that is not kid friendly. Yeah, you come back when you're old enough, sweetheart. Thank you, moderator. Appreciate it, sweetheart. But, this channel is set up, especially my lives are for, me to have a chance to interact with y'all. I enjoy talking with you guys. You guys are awesome. I feel so lucky, and they're also for us to share opportunities out there that we know of. And I do feel very, very, very strongly about this company. And also there's RV transport out there. My company the new company doesn't do RV transport. But there's RV transport out there. There is so many ways to use your CDL and make a shitload of money, y'all. You just got to get out there and do it. I know, isn't it weird seeing me not in the truck? Not in my sleeper, sitting here in a hotel room with a sink, there's a little burner here, microwave, fridge. And I'm really grateful for that fridge because, when your APU shut down and everything, your batteries only last so long and your fridges go dead. So I made sure I cleaned everything out of my freezers and fridge and loaded them up in this fridge. Good. We see a prime lease owner getting it paid off. How is home time? Well, this isn't home time. This is, if the new company, It's just like Prime, you take it when you want to. But remember, the thing is you want to make sure you're paying in. They have what they call a vacation fund that you can put up to $5,000 in. And that's to make sure you have money for home times and so forth. And then they also have your maintenance fund, which is $100 a payday a week. So if you need an oil change or you need tires or you know, like that. So that's kind of nice. Because that way if you break down, anything happens, you don't really got to worry about it. And one thing they have, and it's the first company I've been called that no other company has had for lease ops and owner ops, they have medical. Y'all, that's huge. Medical for a lease op or owner op, that is insane, y'all. So I'm really excited about that because I have not had medical, well, since I've been a lease op. So I'm definitely going to be taking advantage of the medical at the company, and they just pull it out of your check and all that. So that is a big one for me. I want my medical. I mean, now Prime, they had Command Health or Trinity Healthcare available for us at a very good rate. But let's say you get sick, you have to have something major. You know, I mean, we have some stuff covered through our lease, but not like this. This is actual medical insurance. You can get it for you and your family, just you. You can decide, you know, what degree of coverage you want. I want a good policy. So, I mean, that's pretty major. Then I was like, do you have a 401k? And he goes, no. And I was like, well, you can't have everything. I can do my own 401k. But, you know, that's just another great thing about this company. There's just so many awesome things. And of course, like I said, there's other things like other companies out there. I'm not saying this is the one and only company. There's Black Cat, you know, Gold Express up there that's hauling gold ore in Alaska. If you're interested in the Alaska thing, if you're wanting to be in the lower 48, there's lots of opportunity down here. Oh, David H. I don't know how many of y'all watch David H. He just got on at Landstar, y'all. That is really awesome for him. Ed Jones, home, let me see. Are they any second chance truck companies? You can check with BLC. It just depends on what it is and how long ago it was and so forth. You know, they're pretty good about that. Benefits means, benefits means a hell of a lot. Yeah, they do help a lot. Trust me. Medical, I mean, I have called around, checked around. Because, you know, I don't want to give up my owner op status or lease op status or leasing onto a company, you know, and give away that money. But, you know, they got vision, dental, and health. That is huge. Huge. If they would have had a 401k, oh my God. But they don't have the 401k, but the other, that's huge, y'all. That is mega big. So I'm real excited about that. But lots of opportunity there if y'all are looking for a change or you're looking to come on to a company. They are a great company. How much do they cover? What on the medical? I don't know. I haven't dove deep into it yet. I have no idea what they cover. I know that we gotta pay for part of our medical just like at any company. As an owner operator, you can have your, you can have your own 401k, but it would be nice if, you know, the company was matching your contributions and shit like that, you know. But you're still making all that money as an owner op and a lease op or a lease op. So there's really a lot of advantages to things. So I'm excited about it. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to my move up to Alaska. And I will be home every night or at least every other night. Um, and when you're running local, you're making $100 an hour. That's some serious fucking cash to run local. You know, I mean, that is real money. And then, of course, if you do something like you're going all the way out to Anchorage or something, you know, it's a percentage trip, or you're running a load of stuff up to Prudhoe Bay or something, you know. But, yeah, that's some serious, serious cash. Think if you're working 40, 50 hours a week, home every night, you know, you're grossing 5,000 something. You know, and running local, you're only putting like 150, 200 miles on your truck. So you're going to have low miles on your truck, and you're going to be making bank. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to buying some land up there and starting my homestead, and I'll be home to do it. I'll be home on, you know, a couple days a week and going out fishing, going moose hunting, bear hunting, you know, doing photography out there. I'm excited about it. I am wishing you the best. And can you explain how is the process to take your truck out of? Yes, y'all, I couldn't believe how simple it was. I was stressed over that because that jackass that hit my truck. And I had to get repairs and all this, and how was that? Between Success Leasing and BLC, I went over to Success Leasing, talked to them a little, and then BLC, the owner, he called them up. He took care of everything. Next thing I knew, my Prime app, I was logged out of it. I was no longer at Prime, and everything was switched over to BLC. Roy is going to pull off the old tags. He's going to pull out the Qualcomm, their equipment. When my truck is out of the shop, he's going to put all the BLC stuff on it, the tags, you know, all that crap. And I'll be ready to go. I don't have to do anything. It's really, really simple process. I thought it was going to be hard, but it wasn't. It's simple. And I'll be getting my super singles pulled off and putting on duals. Not right away, but before I go to Alaska. Lance is a better company. Okay, well, that's good if that's what you like. Landstar is going downhill. You know, Rush Johnson's at Landstar, and he has had nothing but great things to say about Landstar. Everyone I know that has gone over to Landstar, all of them still sing the praises about Landstar. So I don't know if someone you know had a bad experience at Landstar, but my friends that are over there, and understand, I've never worked at Landstar. I'm not a Landstar girl at all. So, you know, so when all I've heard is great things about a company, I'm not going to bash them, because they seem like a really, really good company. I'm not interested in going over there. I really like where I've landed. They took me to meet my dispatcher, who was really nice. My dispatcher for why I'm still hauling Prime Freight. How much double brokering there? None. There's no double brokering at BLC. None. Zero. Zero. So, they're just a really, really solid company. Everyone I've talked to there absolutely loves it. I've not met anyone who's had anything bad to say about BLC, not one person. Um, so yeah, it's just, it's positive so far. And trust me, if things go wrong, you guys will hear about it. You know me. I don't hide anything. I don't sugarcoat crap because I think too many YouTubers do. They blow smoke up your ass about the companies and they don't tell the truth. And the thing is there's nothing wrong with telling the truth. I mean, share. That's what we're here to do. We're here to share and help each other. Um, and I'm not here to dog prime. I know a guy that was Landstar, that why he left. Yeah, I'm sure there's been unhappy people that have left Landstar, just like there's been unhappy people that left Prime. I didn't leave Prime because I was unhappy with Prime. I didn't like some of the things going on. My income went down. And I just, this company pays a higher percentage. They are going to run me in lanes I want to be run in. And number one, they are getting me where I want to be. I want to be back in Alaska. I lived in North Pole for 8 years. I miss Alaska. I miss the outdoors. That you got skiing, cross-country skiing. You got snow machining, which is snowmobiles, they call them down here. Then the rest of the time of year, you can go four-wheeling. All kinds of things. And, that's not everyone's wheelhouse. Not everyone loves it. They have places to get my nails done, y'all. Right. But for little nip and tucks, I'll be going, down to the lower 48. Right. We got to keep this looking tight and right. Always wanted to take a vacation in Alaska. Never been. Well, honey, you should go. Alaska is amazing. And don't think, some people are like, oh, no, I don't want to go in the winter. Yes, you do. There's a lot of cool stuff in the winter, like the World Ice Carving Championships, the Iditarod, a lot of snow sled races, hockey. Oh my God, there's so much to do in the winter. And I'm going to bring back my horse and carriage company in Alaska for the winter. So I'm going to start that back up for the winter and the rest of the time of year. So when I get off work, I can do horses and carriages in Fairbanks, and then I can still have my job. I mean, you guys just don't know how excited I am about the future opportunities coming up in Alaska, and with BLC. And the thing is these people truly, truly care about the people that work for them. This one guy, he ended up getting shit canned because he was rude and nasty to several customers, shippers and receivers, been warned many times. So they tell the guy, okay, because we got a huge contract with Prime and their customers, we cannot afford, when they're messaging us saying, one of your drivers has been rude and nasty to several of the customers, and they give them several specifics. They're not going to risk that big of a contract. So, and we're getting damn good loads over here. So they had to let the guy go, but he had 3 dogs. They let him stay in their truck on their property for, I think it was over a week after he was gone, and they made sure his truck was full of fuel and all this stuff where he can run his APU, and made sure he was okay. Dude, he thrashed that truck. He thrashed it. When Quaid went in the truck to, because he was supposed to be gone that day, to the new company, went in the truck to check and make sure everything was done. He just came out of there puking, just literally vomiting. I thought that the guy had died in the truck. It was that bad. And he goes, no, he goes, it's trash. It's their dog excrement and piss and shit. everywhere. I mean, he destroyed their truck when they were nice enough to let him stay in it with his damn dogs. You know, and these were big dogs like a Malamute, a German Shepherd, and a Husky. Blown coats. I mean, when this guy was out of the truck, there was hair in his beard, on his face, all over. And I was like, you know, even my dogs, when my single dog, my Malinois, I shave him naked. I do not let an animal have that kind of hair. I don't live like that. I'm sorry. My stuff is tight and right and it's got to look nice. Y'all seen my truck. We don't play. So anyway, but they're just so nice. And when you meet the owner, I mean, he's just one of these real kind, nice, gentle people. Just real sweet. Very sincere. Very kind. Very mindful. And then you have Roy. Child. That's all I can say about Roy. He is a character. Vice President. Nice. Down home. Redneck. Lovely man. My type of folks. You know, crude, rude, and socially unacceptable. Everything cool. Very trucker. Both of them were truckers at one time. Roy more recently, but y'all will love him. If you ever come over there, y'all will absolutely adore him. And I'm sorry if my life seems like it's some kind of promotional video. It's not. It's just letting y'all know where I am, what's going on. And my new dispatcher is Cody. Now, he will be my dispatcher while I'm still in the lower 48 and hauling prime freight. When I go up, and nothing will change, you know, DOT numbers, none of that changes. It's the same company. When I go from the lower 48 up to Alaska, I will get a Carlisle dispatcher. In fact, he was on Ice Road Truckers. So, and then I'll interview him for the channel. So, you know, like I said, and we're going to be doing a separate YouTube channel for Alaska. And when I start, now I'm still going to keep up Mother Trucker. It'll be a full-on channel just like now, Wednesday night lives, weekly load videos or daily videos, whatever, you know, a couple times a week. So, we'll still have that full channel, but I'm going to be starting my homestead, and I'm a little bit of a prepper, but more of a homesteader. I'm going to be building a small cabin first. I'm building it myself. Putting in solar. It'll be an off-grid little cabin. But when I first get up there, I'll rent a dry cabin or something, and then I'm bringing up my fifth wheel, because I'll stay on that as soon as I buy my property, which will take a year before I can buy it. So while I'm renting a dry cabin or a little cabin out somewhere, you know, I'm going to be buying a sawmill and stuff like that, you know, just building it up. So any of y'all interested in that type of thing, there's going to be that channel for the homestead channel, and I'll be doing, and since, you know, I'll be home again, I'll be able to do canning, growing my own food, hunting for food, processing food. So you will be running through BC, British Columbia. Yes. Yeah, now to get up to Alaska, I have a couple ways I can do it, but I'll probably haul some kind of load up there. Or I can drive to, to get a load to Washington State, like a prime load to Washington, get on the ferry with my truck, and take the ferry up, but I don't want to do that. The drive to Alaska on the Alcan is one of the most beautiful places on earth, y'all. I have driven that thing probably 20, 30 times. Gorgeous. Stunning. Now, I've never done it in a big rig, so, but that'll be like having a little RV with me. I'll be stopping all kinds of cool places and filming it for y'all to see, but that will be in the spring, and I think that's the best time to do the Alcan and see the Alcan is in the spring. Although, if you're driving it as a driver, it's just, you're going all year long. So anyway, y'all will get to see that. But when I fly up there in December, I'll take y'all along from parking my truck in Denver at the yard, getting Uber, going to the airport, boarding the plane. Um, if there's a layover, flying into Fairbanks, all that stuff. So, you'll get to see it all. I'm Canadian. I hope you will enjoy it. Oh, I love Canada. The Alcan is stunning. I've been to Canada many, 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 many times up the Alcan. And sometimes I'll go up in South Dakota, North Dakota. Sometimes I'll go up in, usually I go up through Washington is where I usually head up into Alaska. So yeah, it's just really cool. But yeah, I'm excited about it, y'all. Y'all just don't know it. Well, I guess you do because I can't shut up, right? But I hope to see some of y'all coming over to BLC because, like I said, there's some good pay. And whoever was asking about the second chance, I don't know what you did on your license, but it's worth talking to recruiting because I know they've given a couple people a second chance. Now, they couldn't go to Alaska, depending on what's on their license, but they could haul down here. So you might want to check it out, and of course they're going to look to see when something falls off your license or whatever. Like I said, they're really, really driver-centric company. They're all about the drivers. They're about driver comfort. Their Cascadias were pimped. I mean, it had the Murphy bed in it, so it had the dinette and the Murphy bed in the Cascadia. It had the winterized packages where it had the magnets that close the curtains. I mean, their trucks are nice. They don't play. They are some nice trucks. Now they have a couple that they got from RST that weren't so nice, and they usually use those as their loaner trucks. Like if your truck's in the shop, you get a free loaner truck. They do that, so that's really nice. So if you're going to be in there more than a week, like I could have taken a loaner truck, but my truck now that I've processed and I'm fully on at BLC, my Cascadias are. No, I've driven a few Cascadias. I loved my Cascadias, not as much as I love the Pearl or my Volvo. And I know a Pete's nicer, but a Cascadia is a good, dependable truck. I mean, they'll knock the shit out of you. But the Cascadia I was on, not the loaner, but one that I picked up at the lot that was tricked out, that thing was powerful. The way they spec out the trucks are strong. They got some get up and go, and they're nice. But also, like I said, they have Kenworths, they have Peterbilts. They got a lot of different stuff. So it's all in what you like. I love the Volvo. I'm not too, for me, the kind of trucks they have, although I did get a little truck envy when I start seeing inside their trucks, and then I thought, oh wait, my truck's gorgeous. I love the Pearl. So I'm just thinking about it for other people that might come on. They have nice equipment. They take care of their equipment. They take care of their drivers. Oh wow. I guess it kicked off for a second. I don't know. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to tell you what was going on with me. I was not going to skip Wednesday Live. I wanted you guys to, to talk to y'all, reach out to y'all. Y'all are my YouTube family. You're my friends. I really, really enjoy you. We're going to go we're at 54 minutes. We go an hour, so I'll go another 10 minutes or so. If y'all have any questions. Oh man, there's my moderator. They just came out with a new. Oh, I know that 2025 Cascadia, that new one that has if the driver falls asleep or something, or they're nodding off or having a heart attack, the truck will take over, throw on the flashers, notify 911, and pull over for you and stop. Incredible. If you start to drift, you can have it where it gives you lane assist, not where it goes, but where it will steer you back into the lane. Or if there's someone on your side, it doesn't just let you know, it'll steer you back and let you know. Where if someone's in your blind spot. And then they have the mirrors, and then they also have the electronic mirrors that show up on the screen that are up higher, showing like, like in the vans where you have 360 view. I mean, it's pretty badass. These new Cascadias are nice as hell. But I'd like to get some of that tech put on the Pearl, like the out camera mirrors and stuff. I want to get that put on. Plus, I'm going to start specking. Before I go up to Alaska, I'm going to spec out my camera because Slime Pack, if you're out there, reach out to me. I've got some serious questions about the cameras you use. I think they're GoPros, but how you mounted them on the outside and so forth. I'm really curious because I want to start tricking my truck out and getting it ready because my YouTube content's fixing to kick off. We're fixing to really up this channel, take it to the next level. I'm going to be looking into some different editing software for my phone, but also I'm going to start getting it where I can edit on my tablet. I think it's going to be a lot easier, and I'll be uploading GoPro footage from my Pro camera. I got, a Sony mirrorless camera with, use all the interchangeable lenses and stuff, and I'm going to be buying some more lenses for that camera for doing photography up there in Alaska. But I'm really going to do a lot to start upping this channel, the quality. I'm going to be looking to get a drone and so forth. I want to give y'all more. Like I said, this started where my family and friends could follow my channel. Oh, and by the way, Debbie Davenport, if you're watching, love you, my sister. I got to shout out to some of my friends and family. My cousin Richard, if you're out there, darling, cuz, love you, pound. He's a truck driver also, y'all. Aunt Susie, if you're watching, love you. Deidre, my cousin Deidre, sorry y'all, I gotta say hi to my family. My brother Paul isn't watching, or he'd be commenting, neither's my sister-in-law. I usually have to tell them I'm on YouTube Live. Let me see. My sons don't watch my channel, neither does my daughter. They've had enough of my ass. They're, Mom, it's just you. We don't care. Let me see. What other friends? John in Alaska. Hey, what's up? Let me see. I'm trying to think. Trying to think of who else might be. Someone like my friend Colette. Love you, sister. Candace. Mark Ambrose, all y'all, I love you guys. If you're seeing this later, I appreciate you. And my friend Debbie, she was a gold miner in Alaska. They even wrote her up in the papers, one of the first female gold miners to have a gold mine up there. She was badass. Bobos are nice, but I would take it. Oh, I would never, ever take an International over any truck. No. Volvos are way nicer than Internationals and way nicer than Cascadias. But hey, everyone has their preference. Are your fixed costs the same as at BLC? Yes, my fixed costs are the same at BLC. Because my truck payment's the same. It's not different. Because The truck payment's what the truck payment is. Um, Best of luck to you. I work in Prudhoe Bay. Oh, nice! As a back truck drivers and over 20 years. I retired in 2020. My preference was to return to the lower 48, but I admire your spirit. Yeah, I lived in Alaska from 2000 to 2009, and we came to back to the lower 48 because my husband had to go through the Q course at Fort Bragg because he became a Green Beret. And of course, you know, you got to support your husband when you're a military wife, so I did, and now I'm happily divorced. Very happily divorced, I might add. But, you know, I did my part. All my kids were born in Alaska. But yeah, I just, every time, you know, you leave, it just calls me back. And this time has taken me many years to get back. And so I'm so excited to go back. And Alaska is where I will retire. But that does not mean I'm not going to have a place in the lower 48. Because the last couple months of winter are brutal. It's not that they're extra cold or anything. It's just when it freezes and thaws, it just, everything looks dirty because all the snow is muddy. It's just, you know, it's no longer beautiful. And you're just like, okay, winter's gone on just a little too long. Now, I won't be able to do anything but go on little vacays when, as long as I'm still working full time with BLC, but I hitchhiked up to the Hall Road in November 1984. In November, to get my first job on the slopes. Well, you go, badass. That is some pretty bad shit. You come from some serious stock. That sounds like crap I used to do when I was young. Child, I went all over the world when I was young. When I was a model, traveled the world. You're all over Europe. And, of course, I used to go down into Tijuana in Mexico, not for modeling, but for just fun. And then when I became a feature dancer, you know, I danced all over the country, and then I'd still, you know, take off and fly to Europe, but for fun, not for work. So, yeah, I was always real adventurous. Enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. And then I got married, and, you know, once kids start happening, you know, you can't do that stuff. I couldn't do that stuff. I knew a lot of dancers that had kids and were raising it. I couldn't do it. And nothing against the girls who did. Let's not get it twisted. I don't judge. That's not my place here to judge anybody. But as a mother, I did not want my kids, you know, I didn't ever want to be somewhere, because I was a feature dancer. I didn't want to be somewhere and be recognized. You know, and God forbid, you know, nowadays, you know, I'm glad it wasn't like it is now where everything's on video and everything's on YouTube. Of course, I didn't hide from my kids. I mean, obviously, I'm telling you all about me being a dancer, and I've never hidden it on the channel. I've even told stories about those days on this channel. But raising my kids, I never wanted someone to see me out and say, "Aren't you Trinity?" You know, be like, I seen you doing a fire show the other night. Bet you were smoking. And one of my kids sitting there going, "Huh?" No, I didn't want that. You know, it's just a personal choice. I don't think anything's wrong with it, obviously. And I'm not the least bit ashamed of my dancing days. I'm proud of them. I was a hot bitch. But I could not do it with kids. Something about when you have your babies, you just, your mind, at least for me, it shifted. Everything shifted. And it changed. You just changed. You're looking beautiful too. Oh, OTR, you are so sweet. Thank you. And I have no makeup on. I do have a little mascara on, you know. And I had a lip stain on, but it's long wore off. But thank you. That is so sweet of you. But, you know, it's just one of those things that your priorities change, that your views. It's just like, couldn't have been a trucker and raised my kids as a mother. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but I didn't have, my husband was military, so that would have been two parents gone all the time. I did have my mother, now a freight skater, and his wife traveled. They do it, they're out together, and it works for them. I don't know who's at home with their kids. I think one of their parents. And you know, my kids, my daughter was a handful. I would not want to put that on my parents. My sons, when my ex-husband got wounded in Afghanistan, my mother came out to the farm for a year and a half while I got my ex-husband back to full battle rattle. We were down in Fort Sam Houston. You know, he was at BAMC there for a year and a half. He had to go through all the physical therapies. He had a traumatic brain injury, an anoxic brain injury, torn rotator cuff. I mean, he was really fucked up. They wanted to medically discharge him and put him on disability, and he wanted back to full battle rattle. So he would go to sleep, and I'd be sitting there while he was sleeping doing his physical therapy still. When he used to walk around, we used to have a harness on him, and he used to have to wear a helmet, and because they were afraid, you know, of him falling. So I would have to walk around with him. That went on for like 5 months, and then he eventually didn't need the harness anymore. And then I would, you know, like if he even had to get up to the bathroom in the middle of the night, I'd have to get up with him, walk him in there. He could take care of himself, but, you know, because of his balance, they couldn't afford him hitting his head again. There was a lot, but it took a full year and a half before he was totally discharged, and they deemed him back ready for full battle rattle, and he could go back to Joint Base Lewis McCord. And he went back there and had an affair. He flew back on I think a Monday or a Tuesday, and met a girl at a bar 3 nights later, slept with her, and she got pregnant. And she was younger than our daughter. So, you know, it is what it is, right? You know, and I was like, okay, later, dog. But, you know, life is different. But now my kids are grown, all of them. My sons are grown. My youngest is 25 now. So I'm good. You know, to be out here doing what I'm doing. I'm loving doing what I'm doing. I love being a trucker. I'm real excited about this Alaska thing though, because I can still truck and do occasional loads for the lower 48. Do occasional loads up to Anchorage, but I'll mostly be in the Fairbanks area, probably doing I'll probably go up to Anchorage quite a bit to get loads from the ships and taking them to Walmarts, taking them to Home Depots, Costco's, stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm real excited about it, y'all. It's going to be pretty damn cool. But anyway, guys, I've been on here 70 minutes. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. Thank you to my wonderful moderator for taking care of me. I appreciate you, darling. I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys can also look me up on Facebook. So, let me see. I respect you for sharing such deep, personal Yeah, but that's just part of my life who makes me who I am, sweetheart. That's all that is. Um, I just live, the way I live my life is I'm open about everything. You know, I mean, there are certain things I'm not going to do, but for the most part, I'm not ashamed of what I do and I'm not going to lie about some bullshit. Because the way I see it, you start hiding your past, lying about bullshit, you're giving everyone else that power. I don't do it. Someone wants to talk shit about me, one thing, I block them on the channel because no one needs that shit. I hide them from the channels, what I do. That way, they think they're commenting still. They're not. No one can see it. But, as far as me being a dancer, there's always going to be someone who recognizes me from back then. Be someone. Why be ashamed of it? Being a military wife, being divorced, that's why I told my kids where they knew that their mother was a dancer. No big deal. That way they knew when they were young, but they never were put into the position because I quit, before my daughter was born. She's my oldest. And that was it. I knew that I did not want to have to explain why some guy come up to me or someone says, my daddy knows your mama and your mama was this and that, and no, we ain't playing it. So, but I still gave them the information. They heard it from me, not from anyone else, that, I used to be a dancer, and, it is what it is. I was even offered to do Playboy back in the day, and I turned that down on my mother's advice. I regret that one. I wish I had done that. That would have been badass. Not like, being some hot centerfold or anything, but, it was a customer of mine that knew someone. He knew Hugh Hefner. He knew the photographer for Playboy. He sent some pictures of me, and they asked me if I would be interested in posing. And I was like, because back then it wasn't like it is now, like everything's totally cool, I'm old. I'll be 59 in November. So, I'm not far from 60. So back then, it wasn't like it is now. Even though Marilyn Monroe was the first woman to ever pose in Playboy. Oh, I got a piece of trivia for y'all. Okay. Do on the back of the trailers why they had that drop down bar? It's called the Mansfield Bar. Okay? Do you know why it's called the Mansfield Bar and why it's on the back of the trailers? That bar that comes down from the trailers. Who knows why it's there and why they call it the Mansfield Bar? I'll give y'all a second and let's see who knows it. And I was shocked because I didn't know it. So you know who it is then. But she wasn't actually beheaded. She was, this part of her head was gone. It was called, the Mansfield Bar was because Jane Mansfield was coming home from a gig. She had her 3 kids in the back of the car. Yes, James Mansfield. She was sitting in the front seat with her boyfriend and another friend. They were coming back from a gig, and a trucker slammed on their brakes, and James Mansfield's car went under because it didn't have that bar down there. So it went under, and it was always said that they were beheaded, but they weren't. But she was scalped literally, and the top of her skull was gone, but otherwise, you know, she was intact and thrown from the car. But her kids in the back seat were fine, and I think they had a couple chihuahuas in there or something. They all survived. But all the adults died because they were all in the front seat. And even though they had been trying to push that into effect to put something on the back of the trailers, and this is back in the 70s or 60s or 70s that this was done. I think it was 68 that the accident happened, in around 1969, 1970 it went into effect. But they used her death, because being as famous as she was, to push that. That's why it became the Mansfield bar. Little bit of trivia, y'all. Anyway, hey, before I get off here, there's a bunch of y'all in here. Would you guys please all hit the thumbs up? I'll give you a second, where it's going to really help my algorithm for next week to really help push these lives, and we can share things like that. And anytime y'all know any trivia like that, you know, hey, put it down in the comments. And I had no idea about that until I was watching a deal on Jane Mansfield the other. It showed up in my suggested for you on YouTube. Semi-trailers don't have that. Semi-trailers don't have that here, at least that time. It was after the accident they became mandatory. Yes, that's why they became mandatory, and they called them the Mansfield bars. I thought that was crazy. I had I knew how Jane Mansfield had died, and I thought she hit the side of the semi, is what I thought. Like she went, because I always heard she went under it. Yeah, she went under it, but from behind. So, you know, I found that very fascinating. I mean, it's very sad that she had to pass. Very sad. But yeah, guys, please hit that thumbs up for me real quick. If you can, I would be so grateful. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I appreciate it. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get off here. Until next Wednesday, you guys stay safe. Everyone out there in Trucker Nation, stay safe. Keep the shiny side up, the rubber on the road. Please treat each other with kindness, love, and respect. And vote Trump. Till next time, guys. Lots of love. Miss Mother Trucker out. I'm trying to be out, y'all, but I don't know what's going on with my deal. There we go.